Kind of kicks up some dust.
Reminds me of my homeboy job.
Elijah Dallas. OC.
You know, when it comes to DoorDash, I don't like when you order something from, say, Burger King or whatever.
Yeah.
And because everybody has their local whatever, local Chick-fil-A, Burger King, whatever.
Sure.
I don't like when you put an order in and somebody's picking it up from some Burger King in Virginia Beach or like it's not your Burger King, you know? Or do you not care about that?
I don't necessarily care.
You don't care?
No.
I'm kind of just like, yo, like, that's what I'm saying. It's it's sitting in the car.
Who wants to? No. I DoorDash, but like, I don't do it as much as I used to. Like peak COVID. Yo, oh, you're tripping.
Every day you call me on FaceTime, you're ordering something off DoorDash.
No.
Yo.
I haven't ordered.
No?
No, I haven't ordered anything off of DoorDash in like 2 weeks.
You just ordered something yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Yo, okay. Pull up that right now. Yo, pull up that.
Right.
Pull it up. Pull it
Yeah,
up.
but I'm trying to think
Pull
though.
it up. Pull it up. Yeah.
It is not going to say Sunday. I have not.
Today, delivered to work.
I can't even get anything DoorDashed on base. Let's see. Me.
Chanel meets him at the gate.
Oh, no, I ain't doing all that. I'm not going all the way out there. Where is it at? Orders. All right.
Yeah.
But hold on. It wasn't Sunday.
Saturday?
It was Saturday.
Yeah, because I was on the phone with you. You said you were ordering food.
But it was Saturday I did that.
And then before that?
April 9th. So 10 days.
Bro, you were literally here ordering some food. Alex, within the past 2 weeks, he's ordered food to this spot. Yes.
Hold on. View receipt. Where did I get it?
That's a fact. Yeah, I'm not wrong. Whatever you're.
April 3rd. All right, what we're not gonna do is do that. April 3rd, yes, because I ordered something here on April 3rd. So in the past 3 weeks, I've ordered DoorDash 3 times.
All right. I guess.
Which like.
I guess we'll roll with it, but I'm not a believer in that.
Right here.
They must have an outage or a glitch or a fucking.
All right, so what you're not gonna do is keep playing me. That's what you're not gonna do.
Yo. Oh man! All right, episode was this episode 10? Episode 10 of. I think we're 15 seconds in, right? Well, STS podcast.
Oh, we're starting it?
I guess so. Yeah.
I didn't think we were starting it yet. Dang, y'all gonna have me sitting here talking about my DoorDashing thing up here? That's crazy. I don't DoorDash that much though. And on top of that, one of the things I DoorDash was Salad Works, so that's cool.
Salad Works.
Yeah. I genuinely like Salad Works. Like the whole like going to the grocery store and like getting like a pre-made kit or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or like first of all, I'm not chopping up my own lettuce and doing all that, so that's not even in the question. But like the pre-made like bags of like the salad mix and stuff like that tastes too much like plastic to me. I don't really like it.
I mean, I'm not really a big salad guy.
I don't mind like a good salad. Like when we went to Luce, that one
Get
time.
a Supreme pizza. It's basically a salad.
Ew. I don't like hot lettuce. I don't like
They don't
hot
put
lettuce.
lettuce on a Supreme.
But I'm saying you said salad on a pizza.
Yeah. No, I was saying
lettuce is like the biggest part of a salad.
I was saying a Supreme pizza is basically a salad.
Yeah, but like I don't do everything else that's up there. Like when I eat a salad, I don't do like your normal like house salad. I do like a Caesar salad or like a chicken Caesar salad. I'm not getting like black olives and
Mushrooms.
yeah, ew. Bro, when I was a kid, my mom used to try to put
I don't mind mushrooms.
mushrooms are gross. My mom tried to put them in the spaghetti when I was a kid and tried to Trinell, just pick them out. Mushrooms and spaghetti? Bro, y'all need to go to like the deepest parts of hell.
Every time I come out here, Alex is cooking mushrooms.
That's disgusting.
That fridge is filled with mushrooms right now.
That's disgusting.
We have a whole shelf dedicated to mushrooms.
Like, I don't know. Like, I'll do like I'm just saying, like, I'm not doing that with pizza. Like, if I'm eating pizza, bro, I'm doing cheese, pepperoni, or like recently I did like an Alfredo sauce instead of the marinara with some ham, some cheddar. Pow. I could, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I told Alex I could do like the dietary restrictions of being Muslim if it wasn't for ham.
You like ham that much?
I like ham that much.
I don't really eat ham like that.
I don't eat like bacon, pork chops, all that stuff. Ham's like my only thing. You eat pepperoni like straight
Yeah,
pepperoni.
but that's not ham though.
I'm saying, but it's still swine though. It's still pork.
Yeah, but ham though. Like ham.
I bangs with ham.
Like a ham and cheese.
Bro, ham and cheese.
I do a
Subway. I'm getting ham and cheese.
I'll do a
Wawa.
grilled cheese with some ham up there.
So a ham and cheese sandwich toasted.
I guess so.
That's what I do. A ham and cheese sandwich. I do that from Wawa, Subway. And then people be making fun of me because whenever I go places to do it, I'll always like get my stuff plain.
What, like no sauce?
No.
Yo, this one dude that used to work in my job, he would go to Wawa and just get roast beef and bread. Like no cheese or nothing.
I do that at Arby's.
Yeah, but that don't count. Huh?
Criminals, yes. But Arby's, though, I'm trying to tell you, because like Arby's is, I guess they're known for roast beef and stuff like that. But your whole, I don't think I could see myself going to Wawa and doing that. I think that's the only place I'll ever eat it either. Just, ugh. But yeah, Wawa though, straight ham and cheese. And then every single time growing up, people used to always sit there and tell me, ugh, you like that dry ass sandwich? Be like, sorry, I don't like my shit dripped and fucking soaked and shit.
Yo,
I like a regular dry sandwich, and if I want something to drink or if I want something wet, I have a drink.
yeah.
Pause.
I was.
That's not even a pause.
I know, but it was like
that's like a
that scramble of words was just like hit my.
If I want something wet, I gotta drink.
So I don't. It was just like that combination of words, like subconsciously put the light bulb up. Like I just had to stop and think. Was there a pause involved in that?
I mean, I was about to say, me personally, I don't get wet, but
Yo, Alex,
I don't know about you. I don't know what you be doing in your spare time, but
nah.
the wetness gets
man.
on me.
Nah, but you know what I was thinking earlier? Like 7-Eleven, they're really falling. They're really falling behind the curve, man.
Who?
7-Eleven. Because Wawa's really got the food like on lock. Like going to get gas and like, you know, convenience store, but with the food, it's just they got it on lock.
Okay, question. Wawa or Sheets?
What's that? What Sheets? What the hell is Sheets?
You know what Sheets is? Sheets is a banger.
Where's that at?
Like North Carolina.
I ain't never been to Sheets.
Bro, Sheets is gas.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's another like gas station that they have like variety of foods. Like they got this one thing that I be getting there. It's a Big Ma's burger. And it's a burger with mozzarella cheese, with mozzarella sticks on it, with marinara sauce. And it's a rocket every time.
At the Sheet spot?
Yes. They got like a variety of things like chicken tenders, mozzarella sticks, glicks, all that.
Glicks? What's that?
What's a glick?
Like hot dog?
Yeah.
Glick.
Yo. Hold on. We gotta. Can we tell them your cookout order the other night when we were there at like 1 a.m.?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, so
It's not that bad.
we're sitting there at 1 a.m. We go to cookout. First of all, if you ever go anywhere with Demas is going to sit here, and he's that guy to where when you're at the drive-thru, he sits there and asks, so I see you guys got a blue cheesecake milkshake. Are the blueberries organic or
Nah, I didn't say organic,
artificially
that's wild.
flavored?
I didn't say organic.
You've never said that?
Hell no, I'm not.
He's
asking-
lying.
Yo,
He's lying because
going
I've been with
through
him
the-
multiple
going
times,
through the
and he
fast food-
asked
yo.
if it was organic.
Going through the fast food spot asking if anything on that menu is organic is wild.
That's what you did, though. Is it artificially flavored? Are the real blueberries
I
in
think
there?
I said that. I think I said that. Is it real blueberry? I ain't say
Anyways.
organic. That's wild.
Anyways.
I don't even believe in organic.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so Demas is sitting there, and everyone else ordered, and then he's just sitting there, and I'm like, bro, come on, what the order? Man, this man gets. Let me get a BLT. Let me get a hot dog with ketchup and onions, some cheese curds, and I'm sitting there like, what, nigga? Let me get a caramel cheesecake. At 1:30 in the morning. And I know you came up here and smashed that.
I did.
That's disgusting.
I did.
That's disgusting. A BLT from Cookout?
Hell yeah. What?
No, that's nasty
Yo,
business.
have you had the BLT?
First of all, I don't eat the L or the T, so
Lettuce and tomato.
I damn sure don't eat tomatoes.
You just say you order from Salad Works.
I told you I got a chicken Caesar salad. and like they got like a little bread roll or whatever. But tomatoes, no. Lettuce, yes, but I don't eat hot lettuce. I don't know how people eat hot lettuce.
Yeah, yeah. But you would think, I mean, back to what I was saying about 7-Eleven, you would think that they would step their game up, right? In the food. Like their food,
But
they get the
for
little, you
what?
get chicken nuggets, you get the pizzas. The pizzas are right.
Nuggets.
Yeah. Or the
I've ne-
tacos.
I've
They
never
got
seen
the
nuggets.
wings.
Are they little wings? Yeah, I haven't
Yo,
seen nuggets.
That, because 7-Eleven used to be the spot.
For what?
Everything.
Like what?
Before we were introduced to Wawa,
I've never
and
known-
other like not fast food, but convenience stores with the food, 7-Eleven was a spot.
I've never known anyone ever go to sit there and try to go to 7-Eleven and say, "Yeah, I'm going for the culinary experience of 7-Eleven."
Yo, no.
That's not a thing.
They used to have the little taquitos. They still do.
They still got taquitos.
Right, and then the big bites with
Man
the big
said
goat.
taquitos.
What is it?
Taquitos.
Taquitos. Taquitos with the big goat and the big bite. That shit used to have, that shit used to be all you needed. That was before a Wawa. That was before a Royal Farm.
They still got all that stuff.
Before, yeah, they do, but what do you mean?
Royal Farms
but
is
I'm
all
saying
right, but
all that-
chicken be greasy as.
But you don't
Ugh.
even think about a big bite now. You go right to Wawa, you get the paninis, hoagie,
Yeah.
all that. So, anyways, I don't know.
7-Eleven still all right, but like it's like if I'm like quick, like in a moment, like if I'm driving to go somewhere, just to freaking grab something real quick. But speaking of grabbing something, all right, hold on, let me land. John Cena just grabbed his 17th World Championship. He beat out Cody Rhodes last night in WrestleMania 41. What are your thoughts?
I was big into wrestling and whatnot back in the day when I was a kid, but I'm kind of like I really only watch it when you guys have it on. Really, like when you guys are watching Money in the Bank, or do they still do Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Survivor Series.
Yes. Backlash. SummerSlam.
Yo. Yeah, I don't keep up, but when I was a kid, I used to be on that. So John Cena, all them, I know all that. I was watching WrestleMania with y'all the other night. So
Yes. Literally, so he has 13 WWE championships and 4 World Heavyweight Championships. His first one was in 2005 at WrestleMania 21 versus JBL. So he freaking beat JBL, Edge, Randy Orton, Triple H, Sheamus, Batista, Alberto Del Rio, The Miz, and Joan Morrison, CM Punk, The Rock, Randy Orton again, AJ Styles, and Cody Rhodes last night for the WWE Championship. And then for the World Heavyweight Championship, it was Chris Jericho, Edge, and Randy Orton again. So he beat his first WWE Championship was in 2005. In 2005, I was 5-6 years old. He's been doing this for 25 years.
John Cena, man. I remember, when I was a kid, that was the man right there. John Cena. And now he's retiring, so it's only right that he kind of goes out with the title. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know.
You know what he should do?
What?
He should, because they changed the title, right? To where it's
the undisputed.
No, yeah, it's like it's not
That's
the
still the
WWE Championship.
Yeah, I think it's just the.
Is it still considered the WWE Championship?
Yeah, it's still considered that, but that's just a WWE undisputed champion.
Yo, he should bring back this spinner title on his way out, and then they should just retire it.
Nah.
They should do that because he was. I mean, growing up, unless I'm mistaken, he was the guy that always had the WWE Championship. He was the guy.
He did have it for a minute. He didn't have it as long as Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns.
All that new shit is lame, man. Roman Reigns. Who's the other guy? Damian Priest.
How is Roman Reigns?
All that new shit, yo.
They be calling Damian Priest the lesbian Undertaker.
Yo, exactly.
But Roman Reigns is legit.
Yo, the Undertaker. I know this is a little bit past, or our generation kind of missed it, but we got the tail end of it. Stone Cold, right?
Okay.
Shit. Who I'm blanking.
Well, hold on.
Mankind, like that era of Triple H.
What's your WWE Mount Rushmore?
The Rock. And again, like I didn't. It's like almost saying like Michael Jordan, because we kind of didn't really experience this. But I remember like the video games and stuff like that. But The Rock, I always liked The Rock. Stone Cold. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, with the Sweet Chin Music.
Okay.
Triple H.
Okay.
And give me what?
How many heads is on a Mount Rushmore?
Oh, I was thinking top 5. Is that? Oh no, hold on. How many? Is it 4?
You tell me how many heads is on Mount Rushmore.
I'm assuming 4. Is it 4?
Yes.
Okay.
This man out here.
I was just going.
And
nah, but yeah. Well, D-Generation X, I'm gonna count them as 1.
So Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Yo, you know
you still got a 4th.
Man, bro. Yo, give me Batista. The Batista bomb. Yo, when I was a kid, I used to be in my room going crazy with the pillows. Batista bomb. What was his other move?
Going crazy with the pillows.
What was his other?
What were you doing with your pillows?
Nah, the Master Lock was wild when we were kids.
Chris Master.
Putting somebody in the Master Lock was wild.
Bro.
I see that way too many times in the locker room.
Facts.
Somebody
I
getting yoked up in the locker room and shit in their drawers.
Facts. I got John Cena, Batista, Roman Reigns, and
Roman. What has he done to be considered like all time?
Watch this. Roman Reigns has had the WWE Undisputed Championship for over 1,000 days. That's what he's done. There have been no one who have held the title longer than him.
Why is that? You know what that's called?
Because he's him.
Nepotism. That's what that is. Good old-fashioned nepotism. He's related to The Rock. That don't count.
What do you mean that doesn't count?
Man, that don't count, man.
You know how many people were related to The Rock and didn't do anything?
That don't matter.
That's like saying Umanga. Like, Umanga didn't really do much of anything. Like, he was a part of wrestling, yeah, but he's not like... No, Roman Reigns did all that stuff on his own, and he still He fought leukemia and still came back and still was one of the longest ones.
You gotta hold me down real quick. I'm getting my DoorDash. Hold up.
Okay. All right, so while Demas is gone, guys, you got me. And I want to sit here and talk to you guys about, I don't know, something. Let's come up with something. We're going to sit over here and we're going to discuss my one because he didn't give a fuck about mine. So I want Batista, John Cena. I want, okay, that was rude. Roman Reigns. And then I want to say Jeff Hardy. But I might swap out Jeff Hardy with Randy Orton. Because Randy Orton was just like iconic. And that's like one that's, yeah, that's legit.
Yeah.
I want to say Shawn Michaels because he was him, but like I definitely got, yeah, John Cena, Batista, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton.
Yo, so every time I
used to say, like,
DoorDash out of
Sabu.
here, they can never find this apartment. You know, because you got the ones on that side, this
I
side.
never have that problem here.
Really?
Yes, every
They
time.
always go all around. So just now it said delivered.
Uh-huh.
But I looked out the window, or not the window, but the door.
Mm-hmm.
My food wasn't there. So I came back in. I was like, yo, where's my food at? And I left the door unlocked. And all I heard was, he was right there.
Don't knock on these.
I bought these mics.
No, you didn't.
I did. Yes, I did.
You bought one.
I spent $400. Yo, no, don't do that. I bought 3 out of
One.
the 4 of the mics. I did.
No, you didn't.
I spent $300 on these mics. That's
When?
a fact.
When?
Yo, that's a fact.
When?
That. You know, Best Buy does email receipts.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull that shit
And
up
while
right
you're
now.
doing that, tighten that because it keeps falling.
Hold up.
In the meantime, while he's pulling that up, though, guys, we don't need to sit there and actually pull out the numbers of everything of what was purchased and by who because it's not important. We're here, and it's important that we deliver
it's important now,
a great podcast.
It's important now.
Do you want to pull out the dollar amounts of what was spent?
We're just talking about the mics. Yeah, you bought that.
And all right, that's what I
don't
thought.
feel like-
That's what I thought. But guys, that's not important. We're here trying
About
to
the
deliver
art, man.
a great podcast.
I didn't
for you guys.
mean to interrupt your WWE talk.
Yeah, you did. Randy Orton is him, the Viper.
Oh yeah, I like Randy Orton.
He's for sure going
I
down.
missed.
as
No,
a,
Edge was another one. I liked Edge.
Edge was up there, the rated R superstar. He was great. Jeff Hardy was good. I really feel like if it wasn't for all of his like drug shit that he had going on, he still would have been up there.
You know who was my favorite of all time though?
He's still up there. Who?
Chris Benoit.
Okay.
The GOAT.
We're gonna cut that.
I said Chris Benoit is my favorite wrestler of all time. Told
Don't
you.
encourage
Come
him.
on now.
Don't encourage him.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero was also one of my favorites.
Eddie Guerrero was one of my favorites too. Do you know what happened to Chris Benoit?
Chavo Guerrero.
Hold on.
Ooh, Chavo.
That was sick. Do you know what happened to Chris Benoit?
Yeah, he killed his fucking family and then killed himself. Takes balls.
I think this is sick. Like, there's like, so if I'm sitting here and I'm talking about like, yo, like one of like my favorite players of all time, you're not gonna hear me ever mention Aaron Hernandez from football. Like, just cause there's
Could be.
no, there's
Yo, he got off the line quick. Yeah. Yo, his
He
route
was
running,
killing him.
His
Yeah,
route running
no.
was killer, man.
I'm telling you, there's certain things you just can't. Oh, Chris,
First of all, O.J. Simpson is my favorite footballer. Yeah, he did. He did. He kept that shit on the wraps, huh?
he said what?
He said he knew Tom Brady. He thinks Tom Brady knew about it, what was going on.
I don't know. Nah, I don't know. Tom Brady.
How many bodies did Aaron Hernandez have? Because OJ only had one. But the way in which he did it is probably equal to about 3 or 4.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Yo, that's 3 bodies right there. You cut somebody's heads off. Yo, if you take somebody's head off, that's like 3
Plus
bodies.
3. That's like plus 3.
That's 3 bodies right there, bro.
Plus 3 bonus points.
That's 3.
That's
Yeah.
nuts. That's nuts.
Yo, actually, that leads me into this. I have a clip for you.
You have a...
I have a clip.
Demas has a clip.
Clip it up, clip it up.
Bam, 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 bam.
All right, let's see.
Here goes Demas with a clip. Let's look and see what he's delivering to us today.
Old man question here. I can airplay from my phone to the TV.
You can do it from your MacBook, can't you?
Which one do you want me to do?
I'm just kidding.
Does it
yes.
matter?
Yes. No, you can do it to
Oh,
the
you were
TV.
being sarcastic.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
oh shit. I should have had this pulled up.
I've been out of working for Best Buy, not being an Apple Master for over 5 years, and I'm still getting questions about Apple, and people still sit there coming to me, hey, TJ, the Apple Master. I'm like, yo.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Hey,
all right.
Geek Squad.
All right.
Don't call. I hate when people mention I used to work for Geek Squad.
How the hell I do this?
How do you do what?
Airplay.
What do you?
All right, I'm so sorry. Oh no, here we go.
I was about to say, sorry, guys. We got to teach the old man.
Here we go. Here we go.
Teach the
All right,
old
check me out,
man
check me
a
out.
lesson.
9427.
Okay.
Code.
All right, let's
All right,
see.
here we go. Here we go. Check this out. Check this out.
What the hell?
You got the volume?
Oh, I muted the TV.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll do it again.
All right. Just scroll up, scroll down. Damn, that's loud.
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Are you starting from the beginning or no?
Yeah.
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Oh no, this is the beginning.
Like.
At random too. Why? I don't get it.
Don't have any answer. How old is Brian?
He's 19.
He's 19.
What's going on, man? Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Isn't that crazy? Yo, imagine somebody being that, like, just psychopathic. And he kind of looked like Dwight Schrute from The Office as well.
I was
He
getting
gave me
like
Dwight
Dahmer.
vibes. He gave me Dwight vibes.
He gave me.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Yo,
Yeah.
isn't that crazy? Like,
I
I
always
would.
wonder what it felt to murder someone.
Do you think there was? Well, you know, there was a body. Actually, here's another clip. Of
We
you
got
on
another.
FaceTime.
We just got another. We just got a. Yeah, no, we're not. Bro, look at my mustache, bro.
Look.
No, on to the next.
This was live on the ground. Alex, look at this. Trinell called me.
Bro, I look trash.
Put the volume up. Trinell
Hell
called me.
no.
We had boots on the ground. There was a body that was found
Oh no, bro. Look at my
over there by the
glasses,
Kroger
my nose
in the water.
Nah,
And he
bro.
called me. It was like, yo.
You can't even hear anything. You can't see nothing. No.
He called me.
We're not putting this in the episode.
Why not?
Sorry, guys. You can't see
You
this
look
one.
good.
Hell no. First of
This
all.
is going up there.
No, it's not. It's not going up here.
He
Hell
called
no.
me. It was like, yo, there's a murder scene out here. They're out here.
Yes.
But, you know, that was, I'm not going to get into it, but somebody, you know, jumped off the interstate or the overpass into the interstate as well, like the day before. So it's a little, it's crazy out here. Somebody jumped off the overpass.
Oh, yeah,
shooting?
there was that shooting that was down in Norfolk State.
wild. It's wild, man. Like that FSU shooting. Yo, what's up, man? It's crazy. I don't know. Even when we were at the beach the other day, I was thinking like, yo, if somebody, unfortunately you have to think about that.
What?
Getting shot.
I was
if
down
you had
at
a
the
public
beach.
event, like whether it be waterside, like at the that food truck festival that was going on a couple weeks ago, you're at the beach, or the movie theaters, it's always in the back of your mind, like, yo, this would be the perfect opportunity for not that, but I'm saying like that.
He on like
I didn't mean it like that.
The kid said, I always wondered what
didn't
murder
mean it.
felt like. I always felt like
I
I
didn't
always
mean it
wondered
like
what
that.
murder felt like.
I didn't mean it like that, but like
Murder.
Yo, if something were to go down, this would be the event this would happen at. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So in the back of my mind, I'm always looking at exits and I be
that's
looking at people like, yo, do they look crazy? Do they look off?
I do that naturally though.
Yeah.
Like no matter like
you gotta do that.
Even if I go to like a restaurant, hell, even if I'm at work, I know all the exits.
Yeah.
I know some codes of different buildings.
Yo.
I know where to be at. I know the secret rooms to where the
I look at people
secure
too.
room.
I judge.
Yes.
I judge people.
Now
people are
I'm
like,
gonna always be friendly with this guy.
Yo, I am judging everybody in the room with me. He looks like this. He looks like that. Yes, because I think that's just nature.
That murder guy, I would have been friends with him in high school.
Like the dude that shot at Trump.
Stop bullying him.
The dude that shot at Trump. If
Yeah.
you take one look at him, oh yeah, he would have been on my radar that day. If I was out there, I would have been like, yo, keep an eye on this dude.
I hate
Keep an eye on this kid right here.
I hate being that guy, but like, look what they got in common.
Yeah, they look like white.
Not even just white, because like I'm part white, so
They
I
look
don't want
crazy.
It's not even just like bro.
Well, pull that clip we just had. You kind of look school shooter-ish in that picture.
Bro, we're not pulling that clip. That's number one. It's
You're
not
not far
coming-
off, Trudell.
It's not coming up there. Number two. First of all, no, it's completely different. But it's motherfuckers who don't get no ass.
Yeah, incels, man. No, that's a big. I had that written down for last episode. I'm glad you brought that up. Incels, right?
No ass.
And I was bringing it up. Actually, let's bring it back.
Let's see.
Let's bring it back real quick.
All right.
What I was gonna say was, oh my God, what was I about to say?
I don't know. You said you had it.
Oh, no. With the school shootings, right?
Yeah.
Yo, parents need to identify when their kid is off. If my kid is a weirdo, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
He's a weirdo.
Because I feel like I'd be the most.
He's a creep.
I feel like I'm usually the most objective individual in the room.
Okay.
Like that's just raw, keeps it real, whatever, And if my kid was weird, I'd call it out. I'd be like, yo, I'd probably call the school like, yo, keep an eye on this motherfucker.
What?
Because he might, you got to. If I was a teacher and I had and we went to school with some weirdos where you look at them, when we were in school, there was a lot of school shootings going on, right?
Yeah.
I would be in school, in class, like, yo, him. I am keeping tabs on them. Where are they at? Did you see so-and-so today? Where are they located? What class are they in? Because you have to do that. If I was a teacher, I'd be like, yo, John. I'd be going to the superintendents. I'd be going to the counselors.
You can't.
I'd be like, yo, hey, man.
You can't
What are we
necessarily
doing with this
do
kid?
that
What are
just
we doing with
because
this kid?
Just because he looks weird.
Hey,
You
John.
can't treat no one different.
John sits in the back of the class.
I would just
and,
be cool
and
with
he's
him.
just scribbling hard in his notebook.
Just be cool with him.
Just scribbling. Just staring.
What does that mean?
Long hair.
Ain't nothing wrong with coloring.
Straggly.
My hair's long.
Baggy pants.
What does that mean?
Yo,
What I'm
just saying,
saying is,
you got to keep an eye. You
Just
gotta
be
vigilant.
cool with them. If you see people fucking with them, be that guy that sits there and goes, "Hey, yo, bro, chill out, bro. Leave him alone, man. Bro, just cool, man. Let him live, man. Ain't nothing wrong with bro, man. He just chilling." Because, bro, there's going to come a day where he's going to sit there and tell, "Get in the closet." What? Get in the closet. He going to sit there. "So, Miss Johnson, you want to send me to the prison?"
And what's actually going to happen is,
Y'all never seen that.
what's actually going to happen is he's going to look at you and say, "Psst, look at this." He's going to pull out his book bag. He's going to pull out a gun, and you're going to see it, and then he's going to open fire on the class and shit. And then when he gets captured, he's going to be like, "Trinell was my accomplice."
No,
He knew about the whole plan. He knew the plan the whole time. And now you going down too. Trinell was my partner.
no, he is not going to do that.
He told me where the exits were.
That's crazy.
He unlocked the door.
I had not unlocked no doors.
He unlocked the back door for me.
God, oh man, I gotta find that video.
Oh man, nah, but yeah, those school shootings, man. Like, I don't know what the resolution is, or the solution.
You know what the solution is: gun control. But
There's too many guns already. You're not gonna get all the guns, so it's kind of.
there's nothing. See, I don't necessarily feel like we should take away guns per se, but like you need to have like a stronger,
background checks and whatnot.
yeah, background checks and some more stuff on them, just because just so like nothing happens. And if something does happen, like you'll be like good, and you can like make sure like there's like further step processes in it to where just not anyone can just show up and be like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna get a gun." Like a couple of my homeboys from work said they went up there to bought a gun the other day. It took them 20 minutes, and they went in there and bought a whole gun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a tricky situation for sure.
All right.
Oh, you got a clip. Actually, what time? How much? Can't even talk. What's the time on that? Is that 40 minutes? Let's kind of keep a time log of like all these. So that was probably about 5 minutes ago. So 35 minutes. Bam.
Huh? Go to the closet. Tell me twice. Good luck, y'all. No problem, bro. Summer Johnson, you still want to send me to detention? Go to the closet.
Yo.
Look, bro. Fuck yeah, bro. Summer Johnson, you still want to call my mom?
Yo.
This is the one. This is the one.
Go to the fucking.
Ah, damn it, my phone. All right.
Bro, you doing this again? Hey, do you want to live or die?
Do you want to live or die?
Get the fuck in the closet. You ain't gotta tell me twice. Good looking out, bro. Of course, bro. You know you're my nigga. So, Miss Johnson, you still want to send me to the principal?
Yeah, that's wild. Yo, imagine being in that situation though. Like all jokes aside, like it's crazy, man.
It's horrible.
It's crazy, bro.
One of my mom's friends, there was like this big shooting that was in Texas at some cheerleading competition, and he got separated from his wife and his daughter, and like they were in the bathroom while they were like shooting and stuff like that, and like he was like terrified, she's terrified and all that stuff now. So like my brother had a volleyball game that was far, and it was like in like not like too far, like Northern Virginia or something like that. And so my stepdad, they were pulling into like the hotel or whatever, and I guess there was some like younger girl who just got done leaving a cheer competition and sees my stepdad with like a gun on his waist, and she starts freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
She's like starts crying and all this stuff, thinking that she's about to like be the next one to die. So like that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like kids don't feel safe. People don't feel safe. We're sitting here talking about a variety of school shootings and things that happen, And it's like, it's bad to say it's normal. Like things like this shouldn't be the normal.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
People fighting for their lives, worried about getting shot, all that stuff.
I mean, even right here on Battlefield, you know? Remember when that happened? The Walmart?
Yes.
And it's like, bro, like that's a little too close to home, you know? It's kind of crazy.
Bro, I was gonna go to Walmart that day.
And I had a friend.
And I was just feeling lazy.
I had a couple friends that lived right next to that Walmart. And they saw all the
Me
cops.
too. You know, Ashley, she lives across the street.
Oh, really?
Those apartment
Oh,
complexes right by Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
She lived right there when
And
that happened.
I didn't go into that Walmart. When it first happened, I thought I was never going to go into that Walmart again.
Me neither.
And then probably a year later, I went back.
It took me a bit, and I still didn't want to go back in there. Like I went there to because I tried to get something that was last minute. I looked different places. I couldn't find anywhere else. I was like, fuck. And I was just like mad nervous the whole time I'm in there though. I'm sitting there. I feel like I was walking through the hood. Like I'm sitting there always checking back behind me. Like I'm walking at night. Like, yo, bro, checking my pockets, you know, make sure, you know, I'm good.
Yeah.
And even now to this day though, they still have cops that are in there.
Yeah.
I guess to give you that like extra like.
But I think there's
feeling of,
cops
like,
at every
security.
Walmart though, right?
I don't know. I don't usually go to
Walmart might be the one store where there should be a cop there, you know?
How often do you go to Walmart though?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't really go. I mean, I go to
Like,
Target.
on
more than
average.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
I don't go to Target either. I stopped going to Target like after Trump got elected.
Why? Oh, yeah, that whole DEI stuff.
Yeah. At first, it started off with me like being in support of DEI. You know, like, yo, if you don't want to give black people or those of, you know, that are part of the diversity and all that stuff.
But now you go to Target?
No, I don't go to Target.
We just went to Target the other day.
Did I buy anything? Did I buy anything?
Alex.
When did I go to Target with you?
The other day.
When?
We went.
When?
Me and you, we went to, I forgot.
Did I buy anything?
I forgot.
See?
So you're saying you haven't been to Target?
I'm not saying I haven't been.
You haven't bought anything from Target?
Not really. I can't think of anything
Give
I've
me a
bought
couple
from Target.
minutes. I think I'm going to poke a hole through that theory. But
Okay. And I'm not sitting here saying, you know, I don't do any of those companies at all. But, you know, if there is a way that I can, you know, then sure, I'm going to.
Didn't Chick-fil-A do that?
I don't know. Probably. Chick-fil-A is so. But, like, Chick-fil-A is one of them ones that, like, even, like my sister's gay. She still goes to Chick-fil-A. Like, yeah, she let that slide. Like,
Hold on, what?
Chick-fil-A is one of them
Chick-fil-A's
ones.
against gay people?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like publicly?
Yes.
Since when?
Since always.
Yo,
That's
how do
been
you
a
know
known
that?
thing.
They put out like
They put out an ad and they said, if you're a part of this community, don't come here.
Nah, you're wilding.
Yeah, I'm pulling your chain. But I don't know.
I was about to say, yo,
it
I would
is
have
a
heard
known
that.
thing, though. It is a known thing though. They're like very, very like into like their Christian values and all that other stuff. So
Yeah,
it's a known thing. But it's one of those just like, if my sister still goes and she don't got a problem with it, both of my sisters still go and they're both part of the LGBTQIA plus community. And on top of that, the Pope even said they were cool.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. the Pope.
R.I.P. the Pope, man.
R.I.P. the Pope, man. He died at 88, and what's real funny is he died right after he seen your man's man.
Oh yeah, that's wild.
Like same day.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't even know.
What
like,
he do?
Well, who? The
Your
Pope?
man's man.
Yeah,
Did J.D. Vance poison the Pope?
Probably.
We about to get it popping.
What's
J.D. Vance poisoned the Pope.
How do they pick popes?
I don't know. I think they have like a group, like a selection of everything, and then when they have it, I guess they release. It's like at first, if they don't make a decision, it give off white smoke into the air. But then when they finally do like confirm and like have a new pope, then they puts up black smoke in the air, saying that they confirmed a new pope or whatever. But he was 88, Pope Francis.
It's a long life. It's a full life.
That's it. That's
At what age would you want to get out of here?
It depends.
On what?
I don't necessarily feel as if I have an age. It's more so like standards of living. Like if my standards of living, like if I'm 55 and like, I can't do shit, like, I get like a bad car accident and, like I can't walk, I can't talk. I'm like eating out of a tube and some more.
Yeah. Old people scare me, man. Because,
Why?
I'll kind of just be, walking
Uh-huh.
and I'll see an old person. I'm just like,
What?
I don't know, man. Like, we're 20s, in our 20s. We're
Yep.
young.
Yep.
Like, you look at your hands, you're full of life.
Yeah.
Your skin is full.
They don't look decrepit.
You're not, you can run, you can jump, you can,
Yeah.
you look in the mirror, you still, you're getting older, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like, damn, I'm old. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, shit.
I don't know. When I went to Chick-fil-A the other day, bro called me OG. So like I'm getting old apparently. Like I don't know why.
Yo, Unc.
Yeah.
What you want for lunch, young? Unc, what you want? You want this?
Everyone I work with is like pretty much older than me. So like they all be sitting there like they were like, bro, I thought you were 20.
Yeah.
Like I'm 25. But no, to your point, yes. It is one thing though. Like you can say it's sad or whatever, but whenever I see an old person, like my immediate thought is like, damn dog, you've really like lived. You've been here for a minute.
Who?
Like,
the Pope?
No, I mean the Pope,
Oh,
yes.
old
But I'm talking
person.
about old people in general.
Yeah.
Like just to think about like some of the things that have like happened and like
They were here before iPhones,
bro, yes.
computers, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth.
Crazy,
man. Imagine
and so
that.
whenever I see them, it's like, like there's some people who like, I don't really feel like hearing this old fuck talk. And they get on my damn nerves.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, bro. Like back when I worked at Best Buy, bro, I would really like old people would come in and try to get like them bullshit ass jitterbug, like piece of crap phones, like the flip phones, because they didn't know how to like understand them or whatever. I'd really just sit there and just kick it with them, talk with them or whatever. Because majority of the time, like they just really just want someone to talk to, and they'll really put you on game. But now some old people though, like, I also remember this one time when I was working at Geek Squad, I helped fix this lady computer, and she sat there. She said, "Thank you, Sonny. That's the old cotton picking fingers for you."
God damn, for real?
Yes. Sat there, looked at me, and I'm not a small dude.
Yeah.
6'3", full of deliciousness. This lady was probably like 4'11", 5 foot, old wrinkly ass white lady with glasses. Probably's name was Grace. I wear glasses, nothing but her glasses. She had like the little circle ones that was like, it was like half the circle, and she just one of the ones you could just look down in.
Yo, imagine
Bitch.
Chanel just beat the hell out of an old lady in Best Buy.
Bro, she sat there and was
With the
like,
walk, like smack the walker on her and shit like
that's
that.
them cotton picking fingers for you.
Yeah.
I said, what the fuck? That's crazy.
I keep thinking about Chanel just whoop her ass like this old lady.
Nah. I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but it was definitely one of them ones that was like, you bitch.
What'd you say? What'd you just say?
No, I
Smacked the shit out of her.
I was so like shell shocked. Like I was like,
You didn't know what to say.
yeah, because I'm like,
How
bro,
old were you at the time?
what? I'm 20.
Were you in your 20s or were you?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm probably like 21 at this time.
Yeah.
So 21, 22. So I'm still like, and that's back before I had facts.
Yeah, but I think when you're like early 20s, you don't know like, should I crash out over this?
No, see,
know what I mean?
it's different now. Now, I don't want to say necessarily I'm a retired crash out, but like like back in the day,
Yeah.
that's when I really used to like not give a fuck. I used to sit there. I'd snap on a motherfucker for real, quick. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and cuss out some old ass lady. Like this is probably someone grandma. Don't get me wrong.
What? You would be.
I wouldn't
within
want.
your
I
rights
wouldn't
to
want
do that?
someone. No, I wouldn't want someone to do that to my grandma.
If your grandma was wilding out like that. If my grandma was
She
wilding
could
out
have
like that,
Alzheimer's though. You don't know what's going on.
bro, it don't
in
matter,
her mind.
bro. It don't matter. That's
I try
wild.
to-
That's unacceptable.
If she's too old. Don't get me wrong. There's some young people that I've sat there and like had conversations with, and I've sat there and told a customer, "Yo, I slapped the shit out you. I don't know who you think you fucking with, but you not finna talk to me like you done lost your fucking mind." Then you sit there and grab my manager. My manager come up. I think you should apologize. I don't.
He ain't say all that.
I
He ain't say all that.
I'm-
You get
I'm
fired for
dead
that.
ass.
You get fired for all that.
I'm not. Fuck Jake. Jake didn't used to do shit. Jake used to just come up to me and complain. Fuck Jake. Nah, Jake is cool. I ain't gonna lie. Jake is cool.
Shout out Jake if he's listening.
Yeah, shout out
It's
Jake.
not fuck Jake.
Nah, Jake is cool. Jake was cool. Jake was cool. Manager Jake, iffy.
Alex doesn't
Pre-manager
concur.
Jake was cool.
Jake was an asshole in Alex's eyes.
Jake was not. Jake was
Alex
alright.
doesn't fuck with Jake.
But yeah, no, bro. I'm trying to tell you, this one lady, she sat there and she said, "Yo, if you don't give me my phone, I'm gonna be fucking pissed." You know what I told her? I swear to God, right hand up to the right hand. I swear to God, I sat there and told her, "I guess you're just gonna have to be fucking pissed."
Yo,
She was hot.
have you seen that clip of that the two kids
What?
and they're somewhere out of town at college or whatever, and they're in the back seat and the dad called, and it was like late at night. I guess the kids snuck out, and he has his dad on speaker and the friend is recording, and he's like, "Where are you?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm fucking pissed. Your mom's coming to get you right now. I am pissed." And the friend just,
Okay, question for you. While we're on that subject, right? Say, for example, right, your son, let's just say it's about like 20, 25 years, let's say 30, right?
right,
20, all that time in the future, right?
yeah.
Your son calls me at like...
You?
Calls me
All right,
at like 17, 18 years old.
all right.
Yo, Uncle T, dog, my dad gonna be mad. I'm here at this party. I'm drunk. My Dee that I was supposed to be riding with is drunk. I need you to come get me. It's like 2 a.m. He snuck out the house. Didn't tell you he's out. I'm sitting there like, yo, like, why did that be? Because I snuck out, right? I need you to come get me. I'm like, fuck. All right, give me a second. I'll be there. Boom. Go up, scoop, bring him back to the house, whatever, right? Would you expect me to tell you, or do you think I would let him rock? And just
Nah,
not
you
say
gotta tell.
anything?
You gotta tell me.
No, I'm saying, what do you think? What do you think I would do? Do you think I would?
Oh,
sit
what
there?
do I think you would do?
Yeah,
Or
do
what you should do?
What do you think I would do?
I think you would. I think I would be the one to not say nothing. I think you would say something.
Yeah, I would.
I think I'm more of a degenerate than you are. In some ways.
But if it involved my kid, and solely because of the situation to where things could have been in danger, that's exactly why I would have. Because I would have been on that ride home. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know we cool and everything.
Hold on, what's
like
the
that.
question again? Would I be mad? What was it again?
Would you do you think that I would tell you?
I think yeah.
That's
No,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. Do you
I
think I'd
you
tell you,
would.
or do you think I would, or do you think I hold it down for your kid?
I think you would.
You think I'll hold it down?
I think you would. No, I think you would tell me.
All right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
I'm saying I don't think I would be. Actually, I take that back. I think me at 20-something without a kid is different. I think I would tell. I would tell the. Yeah, I would.
It's because it's different because it's like, it's our kid.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, it's like, just like that whole dynamic and everything. Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, yo, We cool. We
Yeah.
good.
But you're still a kid. You almost killed yourself.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
Or somebody else.
You know, I'm gonna make sure you safe. I'm gonna make sure you get back to the house. I ain't gonna charge you no Uber price or anything like that. When we get back to that house though, that next day I'm gonna tell your daddy.
Yo, I can't wait to have teenage kids.
I don't know.
Cause I would like.
I'd be worried about having like a daughter.
Yeah, that's why.
I really feel like I'm gonna have a daughter. Like I want to have like sons or whatever, but I feel like I'm gonna have a daughter.
You know what's so crazy? Like we were talking about gas stations earlier, and the whole thing of girls be like, I can't even walk through a gas station without being talk that whatever. That's a real thing. Like the other day, I was at 7-Eleven and I was walking out and I was walking back to my car to pump gas, and there was this girl that was walking out in front of me, right? And there was this dude that from across the parking lot was like, yo, what's up, girl? Let me talk to you real quick. Hold up. And he hit the light jog across.
Ew.
He hit the light jog. You know the little jog where you trying to be smooth, but you just hitting the little light jog.
Let me get there faster, but not too crazy. I don't want her to think I'm trying to run down.
He was hitting the light jog across the gas station parking lot. He was like, yo, let me talk to you real quick. Yo, you gotta. Well, when he first said, yo, let me talk to you real quick, I thought he was talking to me. I was like, hold on, I know you ain't. And I was like,
yo, big dog, yo, you got an Instagram?
Yeah, I was like, listen, there's nothing you could possibly say to me for me to stop and talk to you.
Let me get $1.
But then he was like, yeah, let me get a couple. You got a couple dollars? Yo, I help people out at the gas station.
You're lying.
Nah.
I seen it firsthand, but continue on with your story.
There was this old dude.
Continue on with your story.
All right, I'm gonna get back to the old guy. Though.
All right.
But just seeing somebody like, yo, just walk across or jog across the parking lot to come talk to this girl. And, hey, I forgot what he said, but I was just getting goosebumps, like cringe goosebumps. Not goosebumps. I was about cringe. What's that feeling? You know that like, ugh.
Secondhand embarrassment?
Yeah, that's not goosebumps, but secondhand embarrassment or cringe. Is
yeah.
Like,
I feel that too when I see people. It's just like, bro, like, relax.
And like I forgot what he was saying, but it was just so off the wall. Like, bro, you got no shot, bro.
Hey, ma, yo, you see,
shit like that.
You got that fat ass.
And she was just like, nah, getting in the car, being polite, brushing them off or whatever. And I was just like, damn.
Because in that moment though, like you really don't know
But
what
it's
someone's
wild,
capable of.
But also he was talking to some other girl in the line when I was waiting in line. So I was like, oh, you just trying to get something. Like
I don't care what I get. Hey, I'm from
leaving
around the way.
Yeah.
I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving it with something. Yo, he was talking
nasty.
to everybody at that gas station. But anyways, the old dude, yeah, I mean, not to kind of like talk about my good deeds,
Alleged.
But I'm very
he must be lying.
If somebody comes in and ask for money, I don't just give money out, But if I see somebody just in need, I will look out. You know what I mean? Like if I'm out to eat.
Allegedly.
If I'm out to eat and I see like a homeless person like around the corner or like outside, I'll definitely order like a pizza, a slice of pizza or whatever, and have the person go out and give it to them. I really do. But
so he
and I'm not even just saying this for the camera, but even the old dude at Wawa, he came up to me in the line. He was like, "Hey man, you got a couple dollars?" I was like, "Nah, I'm broke." So I went and paid for my stuff or whatever, and then I saw him actually have his truck out there because he was like, "I just need a couple dollars for gas," right? I thought he was bullshitting, right? But I saw him, trying to put gas in his tank or whatever. I guess he got $1 from somebody, and I was like, man. Like, I'm gonna just go back and be like, yo, can you put 15 on pump, whatever, for my man's right there? And I waved him down. I was like, yo, I got you, right? And so I went back in to pay for it, right? And the cashier thought I was crazy. I was like, yo, can I get 15 for my man's over there on pump A or whatever? And the look he gave me, like he was just flabbergasted. Like he was appalled that I was helping somebody in need. He was like, what are you talking about? What, are you sure you want to do that? I'm like, yo, put 15 on
Nigga,
Pump
ring
Man.
me up.
Yeah, for my man. Like, so it's just crazy, man, how like
I hear
some
that.
people are like that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, how dare you help somebody in need, you know? I don't like that.
See, you say that, right? But you and I were at Wawa the other day because someone had to get a lemonade. Even though I have lemonade in my house, but someone had to go get a lemonade. There was a guy standing out front. The guy is actively trying to talk to Demas. Demas is walking. Huh? Okay. Yeah, you were walking. Yeah, kept going. Didn't even look at the man at all. So now I'm sitting in the car. Demas parked right in front of this man. And so I'm just sitting there.
Well, hold up.
This guy's looking at me. I'm looking at him. And he's just sitting there looking at me. And then because we had a WrestleMania party, I had a couple of pizzas in my lap. I'm over here like, man, I hope this dude don't come over here and ask me to get a pizza. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I can't sit there and be like, oh, I ain't got nothing to spare.
Yo,
I had a fuck ton of pizza.
I'm not the Goodwill. I'm not the Salvation Army. I'm not the Red Cross.
You just sit there and say, oh,
No,
I'll sit there and
what
help
I'm
the
saying
dude out.
is, listen, I can't save everybody. When I got it, I got it. You know, if I see now, if you're just sitting outside the 7-Eleven, I'm not gonna help you. That's what I'm saying. Like the dude that was with the truck, I could see he was legit broke down.
Yeah.
Like he just needed gas, so I got you. You know what I mean? But if you're just hanging out, nah, I'm good. I might get you a little food. You know what I mean? But I'm not like, nah, I'm not going out my way.
He wants a crack. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I need a crack rock.
Yeah, he's
in the streets.
yeah. Like if you're panhandling, I'm not giving you money.
Ooh,
Yeah, I saw something that on I don't know how factual it is. I mean, I believe it. You know what I mean?
What?
If you run into a good day, that some of these panhandlers be running it up. Like $200, $300, $400 a day.
I seen a dude.
I said, damn, I'm about to get out there too.
They was gonna go out there and go to
Yeah, I'm about to get out there. Yo,
put holes in your jacket.
hell yeah, what?
Sitting there, bro. But you gotta sell it though. Like you
Ah,
gotta
listen.
have like one boot on, one sock. You gotta have a dog out there that just look fucked up.
I'll borrow Tucker. All right.
Tucker don't look fucked
Yeah,
up. Tucker just got a cut.
I'll tell Darren,
Tucker just got a cut.
I'll give you $30.
Tucker look fresh.
Let me borrow your dog for a couple hours.
He gonna be sitting out there panting like a mother. First of all, Tucker don't be outside for longer than 20 minutes. He's not gonna be out there with you.
Yo, I'm telling you, I saw that. I was like, man.
Bro, my dad sat there and told me this one time. He drove by somewhere, right? And he seen this guy was out there on the corner, was like asking for money, right? And then he was on his way back, seen that same dude
Hop in the car and go.
hop in a
Ooh.
BMW. Hop in a BMW.
Ooh. I just had to make the car note real quick. That's all.
That's crazy.
That's all. I just need to make a quick 300 real quick.
That's nuts.
That's the car payment.
Like,
yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be out there.
I be seeing
Yo,
some
you
people
gonna be riding down Greenbrier Parkway. You gonna see me right. Is that Demas?
standing right next to the sign that says no panhandling.
Is that Demas? Look, you gonna be at the red light with rolling the window down. Demas. I'm act like
Don't do that. Don't do that.
yeah.
Yo. Yo, I'm telling you right now, if Demas does that, bro, you know how many people are gonna be sitting there sending screenshots and looks like the podcast isn't doing too well. Looks like the podcast is doing horrible.
I wonder how many stories I'd be on. Yo, is this Demas? Yo, what's up? Your man's all right? What's
Motherfucker
up?
couldn't sell a single house.
yeah.
They'd be on your ass.
Yeah.
Yo,
that shit, I guess
what
that shit
happened
was-
to the land deals?
Yeah.
Yeah, a plot
Oh
called
my
the meeting
God.
is
I'll
nuts,
be out there. Watch.
bro.
All right, we are back.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for that. Demas didn't want to listen to me, and I told him we should have deleted something. He didn't want to listen, and we had an issue. Bro, what?
What happened?
None. You remember how they are hiring people for GS positions?
Mm-hmm.
I just got a email from them telling me that I'm eligible for 2 separate spots that I applied for.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, so yeah, guys, sorry about that. A little slight technical difficulties, but we're back at it, and I got one more topic for sure that I want to hit on. Do you got anything else besides this one more thing I gotta?
Nah.
All right. So I got one more thing for you. Apparently, bro, actually, no, I got two things. So we'll get on Shannon Sharpe real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, Shannon Sharpe is getting sued $50 million for raping and threatening to kill a woman after demanding complete control over her.
Damn.
So she's saying that like he raped her and all this other stuff. She's saying that he said, let me see if I can pull it up. Identified Jane Doe in court. Bam. He was controlling and verbal abusive. He demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting to be at his house on schedule at his command whenever he called. I'm like reading this. I'm like, geez. But Shannon Sharpe has said some stuff back. He's saying that this is an egregious attempt at blackmail. This lawsuit is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. So, Shannon Sharpe took to Instagram, and this man decided to post a couple of things that she was sharing to him, that she sent to him. So her name is Gabriela Zuniga.
Okay.
She said, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me.
That's what she said.
That's what she said to Shannon Sharpe.
And Shannon Sharpe released this.
Yes. I know you missed this big juicy ass, $25K for each cheek. First of all, not gonna lie to you, I don't think I'm paying for pussy. But that's regardless of the fact. She had a couple more little excerpts from her. She said, only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you.
That's what Shannon Sharpe said.
No, that's what she's saying to him. She's saying to him, that's my daddy fuck. I want you to put a big black baby in me.
Yeah, what?
You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me.
It's crazy because this window is open. So, like...
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No, I closed it.
Oh, that's the fan going?
Yeah.
I was about to say, yo, whoever's walking by and is hearing this...
It's probably like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Shannon Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion and misconduct, especially the gross live rape, and he will not submit to what he sees to be an egregious attempt at blackmail. And stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. And he looks forward to the vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, stuff like this is kind of like, you can't really pick a side. Because you don't know who's telling the truth.
You
know?
can't. And here's the thing. I typically try to believe women because, first of all, for those actual victims, it's difficult for them to even process what's happening and then report it and then, like, actually do something about it afterwards. Like, there's embarrassment, and then women try to take fault in it. They try to make it seem as if, like, they did something wrong when they didn't.
Right.
You know, they were taken advantage of, forced, like, into this. So it's not a woman's fault, you know, in these cases.
Yeah.
What is bad though is the women who see an opportunity and then like just see it as, oh, I'm gonna just get this lick off.
Take advantage.
Yeah. And it it brings like it makes the women who are actually going through such like a difficult process, you know, to actually stand up and be forward and say something, because you have so many women, you know, that lie about it
Yeah, that's
just
true.
to get money.
Yeah.
Not saying that is the case in this situation, because hell, I don't know Shannon Sharpe. I just see him on TV. I see him, you know, when he says, you know, I don't care about a light socket, thunder pocket, flip phone, rocket.
A little part of me
Lakers
looks
in
at
five.
a little part of me looks at him like,
Like what?
I don't know, you know, I can see, you know, he's fucking all roided up and shit.
But what does that mean though?
I don't know, you know, maybe he does get that off. You know, maybe he is a little too aggressive. Maybe he is,
No,
you know,
that-
whatever. I'm just saying, you never know.
But that's a word.
Devil's advocate.
Sure, we can say that, but that's one thing though that like I wouldn't want a woman to ever put on my jacket,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's just that's egregious.
Yeah.
Like to actually like be ever in a situation and then a woman saying that like that you forced her to, that makes me sick to my
Yeah,
stomach.
that's wild.
So, you know, and I'm not necessarily like saying that his character is like on that same status, because again, I don't know him at all.
And that's the tricky thing with like the
Public
whole
figures.
like public figure celebrity drama,
Yeah.
whatever. It's just like, yo, we don't know this dude. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like we see him on First Take and all these shows.
Yeah.
And we're in the sport, so we're, you know, kind of familiar with him.
Yeah.
Or whether it be any other celebrity that's kind of in our lives on a daily basis. We kind of maybe subconsciously kind of have a bias towards them because we enjoy their content. We enjoy their personality, whatever. But
There's-
at the end of the day, we don't know them. When that camera goes off and they go home and everything else, we do not know these people. So
There's
they
that.
that could be the worst person in the world, and we don't even know. And that goes for all these athletes, musicians,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. They could be the grimiest people in the world.
Yeah.
And we won't even know.
But that's what I'm saying though. But like, there's two sides of that, because it's like, also it's like you may not necessarily see everything else that's going on, because they could be doing more. They could be being better in like real life, you know. And just because, you know, they have an opportunity where they're like, yo, let me go ahead and smash some fine shit real quick, you know, boom. And then she's sitting over there like, oh, now that you did that, now I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah.
Or even if you like sat there, everything was cool, everything was consensual throughout that time, and then something happened between y'all, you end up smashing some other chick, she ended up getting pissed off, and it's like, you know what? Boom, I'm just gonna say that you raped me now.
Yeah. That's why I mean that's
Sick.
that's the unfortunate you know, reality with being a public figure, having money first and foremost. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing, having money, because that's people like that. That's what they're after. You know, yo, I can settle for $100,000, $200,000, $1 million. You know, I don't know how much money Shannon Sharpe has, but you know, $100,000.
He could get off all that, but even at the end of the day, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would spend my last dollar to fight anything, everything the way I could before I sit there and just agree
You
to
say
a
that.
settlement.
You say that until
Nah,
You, but
Nah.
I mean,
there's
you got,
nothing, because at the end of the day, bro, there's no way anyone's ever gonna sit there and try to put that on my jacket when I know damn sure that's not within my character. To
so
do
you
that
gonna
at all.
go broke?
Yes,
No, you're not.
I would go broke.
No, you're not.
I would rather be broke than have
No, you're
than be
not.
rich and have rape on my jacket.
No, you're not.
How are you gonna tell me what I would do? Me and you may have different morals, but that's one thing that a motherfucker will never say about me, or I'm gonna ever have that on my jacket.
If you're $100 million up,
Sure, great, yeah,
and your lawyer is
Yeah.
coming to you saying, "Yo, this person said this person said that,
okay,
whatever," even though you didn't do it, you know how many accusations that these celebrities probably have that we never heard about
okay.
because it's just behind closed doors. They
Nah.
just get rid of it and just be done with it. Because sometimes it's easier to just pay the $50,000. If you're, let's say, I don't want to say any names, but like Johnny Depp, right, or somebody that's like up, Like,
Okay.
yo, $500 million, $1 billion, right? The 50 grand or a headache or something that you got to deal with, yo, shut up. Here's 50 grand. You know what I mean? I know what you're after. Here's 50
No.
grand. I know what you're trying to do. Here's 50 grand.
No.
Because, that's real. Yeah, especially because you got to think about it. Especially, you got to think about this. If you know that you didn't do it, right? It's like you didn't do it.
If you know you didn't do it, then what's the point of you sitting here trying to sit there and just pay someone off for that? I'm not
Because to your point,
in a court of public opinion, when you sit there and you do the settlement,
right?
That's like, oh, I'm guilty.
Yeah, but
essentially, that's you being guilty,
right? But I guess you can't really go broke trying to fight if you're up $100 million, and nobody's really gonna go $100 million.
And legal fees?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what legal fees are, but
I don't know. I'll get Brian Steele. If I'm up like that, bro, I'm getting Brian Steele, and I'm gonna get like, first of all, the fact that you even sat there and did that, now I'm getting you on slander. Now I'm you slandering my character. You're defamation of character.
Yeah.
Bro, no, bro. There's no way. I don't even give a fuck if I get any money out of you. But the fact that you would
you're not.
dare
But
claim
my
that
point
about
is,
me,
you're not going from 100 million to 0 just to prove that shit.
what are the odds of that actually happening? But I am saying
when you said I'd rather go broke than whatever.
I would.
Nah.
Okay, fine then. You can run around here with rapists on your jacket. That shit will never be on mine.
But it wouldn't be on your jacket though.
It is on your.
So you think Shannon Sharpe, if he gets out of this, that's going to be on his like, you know what I mean, his coattail?
Again, I'm saying in the court of public opinion.
So people would think that. I guess.
Yes,
so, yeah.
people would think that. Just
But
like
people
several
could think
people-
all sorts of shit. Like if I know it's not true, bro. If I'm still getting this money and I know I'm not that, I'm
Okay.
not about to let somebody.
How you gonna get that money?
Huh?
How you gonna get that money?
Listen.
Because you know how
all
many
I'm
things-
saying is, once you start going, you're letting one person take your whole empire down.
Okay.
Over somebody that's just lying. I'm not saying this person's lying, but just hypothetically, if somebody was to lie,
Mhm.
right? You're gonna get rid of your whole empire, right? Sabotage your whole empire, trying to prove one person wrong. Imagine, like hypothetically,
Yes.
if
if you say yes to one, if you say all right here to one person, then the next person shows up here.
that's true.
That's no.
I guess like Diddy and them, right?
Yes, like, and then you get a Rico. You fly one bitch out to Puerto Rico. You trying to just sit there, let her have a great experience, and then you smash while you out there or whatever. If you give her any bread for that throughout that time, now you out there.
That's why you just got
sex trafficking.
You got to mess with girls on your level or just get married, because then you know that you just opening doors for a bunch of bull jive or bull mess, whatever.
But
What
I'm
does
saying-
Shannon Sharpe say? Bull mess, or is that Anyways, go ahead.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna sit there and do all that and just sit there and just accept that. I can't. I cannot.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people, even like the Diddy thing. When no, that's what I was trying to say actually. In the court of public opinion, when people sit there and they perceive you in that light of you being that way, and then when everyone else around you sits, well, all the fans that are watching you sit there and assume that that's how you are, that's how you give it up, that money's gonna stop coming in. Them sponsorships aren't gonna want to keep you there. That network's not gonna want to keep you there. Look at Jonathan Majors. He didn't even have a rape charge on him, but the fact that he sat there and ran away from that situation, he still got kicked out of a Marvel movie.
That's true.
So is
Yeah.
someone sitting there throwing rape on his jacket? He's
Hold
doing
on.
the first thing.
No. But that was different. There was actually photo or video of him like
Running away.
Wasn't there? But wasn't he like? I think wasn't there something that like a video of him actually kind of like being physical and shit?
I think he was trying to get his phone back, or he was trying to get her in a taxi or something like that.
Well, I don't know.
But
Speaking
still-
of Jonathan Majors, man, I saw that movie Sinners the other day or last night that everybody's raving
seen it?
about. Yeah, I watched that last night.
When?
Last night.
When?
Last night at like
Motherfucker, if I say
Was I
when
with
more
you at
damn
10
time.
o'clock? Was I? What are you talking about? Was I with you last night?
No,
Or
but
yesterday?
I'm saying, when did you go? You didn't tell me.
Oh, like last night. Like
What time?
10.
Damn, like this motherfucker. When? Yesterday. When? Yesterday.
10:30. I went to the 10:30 showing.
Oh yeah, I was already asleep.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't make it past
Oh, sweet.
9:30.
Bro, it's 10:20 right now.
You
We're
don't
still
make it
doing
past.
this.
That's different. You stay up for this, but normally you be knocked out. But anyways, spoiler alert. Spoiler. I don't know, man. You know, everybody's talking about.
Oh, don't spoil it. I still want to watch it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna spoil it.
You just said spoiler alert.
I guess you're right. I don't know. This chicken teriyaki is whooping my ass right now. I'm tired. Yes.
What?
So Sinners. All I'm gonna say is this. Okay. Everybody's saying this is the best movie of the year. Whatever. Blah blah blah.
Yes, I see that
Yo,
same thing.
I was in that movie theater looking like, yo, this is a corny ass movie, bro. This is a corny ass movie. I was sitting there watching it, and it was just drag. First of all, personally, it was dragging. Things didn't really pick up until like 75% of the way through the movie.
Okay.
Like once the vampire stuff starts happening, then it's like, okay, you know, now we're rocking and rolling. But I don't know, man. You know, and the reason why the previous conversation kind of, are you recording me?
No.
Oh,
Nigga, this is recording you.
the previous conversation made me think about this is, you know, Michael B. Jordan has his twins, is the two of them. And I wasn't a fan of that. You know, I wasn't a fan of Gemini Man with Will Smith. I'm not really a fan
I want to watch Gemini. I haven't watched that yet.
I don't know, just something about it. Just I don't know. I wasn't a fan. And what was I saying? This movie was this would have been perfect for Jonathan Majors. You know, him, Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, right? Reunion from Creed, and I think Ryan Coogler did Creed 3, right? He did all the Creed movies.
I know he did Black Panther. I don't know if he did
I think he did Creed. I don't know if he did. I'm assuming if he did Creed 1, then he did, you know, the other Creeds. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's just my take. I thought it was kind of, and maybe that's the thing about having high expectations or feeding into the hype. When everybody's, you go into the movie with these like, oh my God, this is gonna be the greatest movie of all time, and then when it doesn't hit like that, it's kind of like, you know. But then, you know, you and Darian and everybody, you know, you guys think I'm a generational hater anyway.
You are.
So
that's why, like, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing the words come out your mouth. I'm like halfway believing it because everything I've heard from every single person has been like, this movie's great. This movie did $63.5 million worldwide. 48 million of that was domestic.
But see, I think that,
So
you know, I think that's all bullshit. No, let me talk.
Here he go again with shit being bullshit.
Because
Y'all, Mars is bullshit. Jupiter's bullshit. It's a hologram. We're in the Matrix.
See,
you can't see shit.
My thing is like, you know, that could all just be a marketing ploy. Imagine
They're
that.
still in the
real quick.
red.
I understand
They're
what
still
you're
in the
right,
red.
but
The movie cost them $90 million.
Hold up.
If I sat there and
Chanel,
said,
hold up, but whenever I say my conspiracy stuff, right?
it's bullshit.
Right, hold up, right. You return with the stuff that I be calling out as bullshit because of my conspiracy mindset, right? Which I'm still good. I'm not going to listen to that. You just pulled out like a couple more facts of, oh well, they're still in the red. Oh, but
Yes.
says who? That's what I'm saying. Like, says who? Like, this is the great. Every movie that comes out, they say, oh, this is the most selling movie. You got to come watch it. No, they're probably just saying that shit. This movie was not that good. People are not no, there's no way everybody's saying this.
Everybody is ranting about this movie.
This shit was weak. This shit was corny.
Bro,
Call me a hater.
10 out of 10.
Yo.
All that stuff.
I didn't. That movie was a 6 out of 10.
That is a hot take. I haven't even
That
seen
shit
it.
is a 6.
I don't
dog.
feel like it's gonna be Because I literally talked to, they talked about that today about that at work. And they were like,
Hey, I'm just giving you my take, man. I'm not expecting people to listen to it. I don't listen. That's just what I thought.
we about to get booze for this one.
And when you go watch it, next episode come on, I want to know what you think. But that's just my opinion. And plus, I'm into movies. I like watching movies and stuff like
You
that.
like old ass movies though.
But I'm saying I'm into movies. I'm not saying I'm a film critic or anything crazy, but
What's better, that or Chuck and Larry?
What? Because you saw me watching Chuck and Larry the other day?
Yes. I Love You, Man. Which one's better?
I love you, man.
Like, this is what I'm saying, bro.
No, but if you're saying like I Am Legend, it's not better than I Am Legend. I Am Legend clears this 10 times out of 10, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to say, right? Is like
Goodfellas.
bro, the hype that everybody's
Scarface.
saying, oh, this is 10 out of 10. First of all, I didn't get it. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. And it was a good movie, right? It was a good movie.
Uh-huh.
It just wasn't like, I'm not trying to drag this out, but it just wasn't, I don't know. It didn't meet all the expectations. Everybody's going crazy. Oh, this is the best movie I've ever seen. It's a 10 out of 10. I've seen about 100 movies better than this movie.
Sure. But again, though, if I'm sitting here saying that a movie is, if I'm sitting here and I'm saying, boom, I got this movie, it did $63.5 million, and the budget for the movie was $90 million. Why would I, if I'm sitting here making up numbers, why would I not say, oh, it did 180, it doubled the movie budget within the first weekend?
Oh, is that what you said? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were, I honestly wasn't really listening. So you said,
So how are you rebuttaling me, but you're not even hearing what I'm saying?
Hold on. So the budget was 90. They've only made 63 back.
Yes, worldwide. They made 48 domestically.
So total 63.
63 and a half worldwide.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's not adding up. If everybody's saying this is the greatest movie, it's selling out, but how come they didn't recoup yet?
Maybe some people just didn't have an opportunity to do it. This was Easter weekend. People were spending time with their family.
That's true.
Like me.
That's
I spent time with my family.
That's true.
So I didn't really necessarily have time to run to the movies to
But
watch
it was cool. It was good. And I saw it in the Dolby
What else?
theater. The real deal movie theater. So it was cool.
And I got one more thing to bring up with you. Your boy Kanye West is wildin'.
What do you do now?
I don't want to necessarily say he's wildin', but he got real comfortable, and he just speaking his mind.
All right.
So Kanye, right, made a song. It's called Cousins. Right?
Oh, okay. I think I saw this.
This song, Cousins, is about my cousin that's locked up in jail for life. Again, this is a quote from Kanye. This is what he posted on X. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closets were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14.
You really said that?
Yes.
Yo, I don't know. Honestly, like, I've been off of Kanye for such a long time. Like, even the last couple albums he put out, Donda 2, whatever. I haven't really been, I just don't like the antics. I never really supported I don't know, man. It's just weird behavior. Even when he was putting his shoes out, like his first iteration of shoes, the Pirate Blacks, the Turtle Doves, those were cool.
Yeah.
I had them, But then he started getting weirder and weirder and weirder, and it was just like, nah, I can't even support this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly feel as if the big shift, what happened with Kanye, was when his mom passed away.
Yeah.
Because, again, like I tell you about, like, your man's, like, 47, you gotta have someone around you that can grab you up by your collar and tell you, yo, calm that shit down.
Yeah, but I mean,
His
and
mom was that for him.
Yeah, I mean.
And now he's not listening to no one. I'm not gonna listen to none of you motherfuckers because none of y'all are on my level or anything like that.
Yeah.
So Kim divorced him. Now she got the kids and all that stuff, and he out here posting, making swastikas, sitting here saying all this stuff.
He was in
Like,
the black KKK.
Black, yeah. And again, not necessarily trying to, discredit his trauma. Yes, that's going through what he went through is egregious. I hope, he's seeking counseling and trauma, the necessary trauma care. He's speaking to the right people to get himself and his mindset back in order. But you can't sit there and tell me one day that you're on Diddy's side after what he did to Cassie, and you don't have a problem with him kicking her, doing all this stuff down the hallways, and then the next sit over here. And he actually took a screenshot of that and put it on a T-shirt and try to sell that. You selling swastika shirts and all that stuff. And
I wonder if people actually buy that. Like
yes,
like his old stuff. Like when shit used to sell out. Like
yes,
all his
people still sell it.
When he first came out with Yeezy and stuff like that, his clothing line, like it was selling out in minutes. I wonder if like all that's really still selling out.
I do. Yes, it's still selling. It may not be selling at such a high clip as it is, but yes, it's still selling. I still believe it sells out.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you can't sit there and tell me and do all this, say all this stuff one day, and then the next day you do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame, man. I mean, Kanye is one of the greats, but he's spiraling. He's going. He's. I don't know, man.
Someone needs to take.
He's one of my favorite artists of all time. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. But it's just it's weird.
808 and Heartbreaks. 808 and Heartbreaks doesn't make up for the insanity that he's been portraying out.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
world.
R. Kelly. Are you gonna stop listening to R. Kelly?
I've stopped listening to R. Kelly. When was the last time?
Michael Jackson. You can separate the art from the music.
Nah.
I do that. Like
when you got R. Kelly sitting there,
I don't care.
R. Kelly and Usher sitting there singing, "Same girl."
That's wild.
Same girl.
But like I don't
talking about two 12-year-olds.
See, my thing is I don't idolize these celebrities. You know what I mean?
It's the remix.
I don't do that. You have some people that they idolize these celebrities. They're like in love with the person themselves. Yeah. I don't really care about the person. You drop an album, that's cool, whatever, and that's it. If you do whatever in your free time, I don't care. That don't concern
you can't say whatever
my
in your free time.
My favorite
when
actors,
that involves you fucking kids. You can't say, "Oh, that's whatever."
I'm not saying no. Hold on. But I'm not saying that's whatever. I'm just saying, bro, that's wild shit. But like, it's like, bro, like. You know what I mean?
It's just
people are still gonna listen to R. Kelly, bro. People are still going. All that shit.
Hold on. I'm going to.
Right, but all that shit with Michael Jackson, people still listen to Michael Jackson. People aren't gonna not play Beat It or whatever.
But was that proven?
It don't. Okay, so what we were talking about with the whole
R. Kelly was proven.
Right, I'm talking about with the whole Shannon Sharpe conversation, where you still have that stigma, you still have that stain on you. It don't matter. You know what I mean? No. To this day, people still look at Michael Jackson like he did X, Y, and Z. You have two sides: people that believe he didn't, people that believe that he did do it. So whether he did it or not is out of the question because there's still a large portion of the population that believe he did it.
I feel like it, but it's like if you got like actual like victims, like I'm gonna be honest with you, I see hold on.
They had the documentary that came out with Michael Jackson. I think it was HBO.
Surviving Michael Jackson?
Was it? No, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
It was something like that, though.
I seen a Surviving R. Kelly. I seen the Diddy docs.
Yeah.
I seen women crying.
Yeah.
All that stuff, text messages, all that stuff, pictures with him. I seen that stuff. I didn't see anything about Michael Jackson.
Listen, I don't know. Once you get deep into that, it's like, that's why I just kind of step out of it. I don't even care. Like, that don't concern me. Like, Kanye, I'm still going to listen to 808s, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, all that. And he's going to continue to wild out and do his thing. But
when does that, but when does
I don't
come
support
to a point,
him.
though?
I don't care about Kanye.
But you are supporting him, though, by streaming his music.
I mean, yeah, but I don't I don't know. Like, people to this day, like, kind of, idolize that man. You know, he's one of the celebrities that like people really like.
People got
really
the
idolize
bear
him.
tattooed on him. On them.
It's like so. But I don't do none of that. That's weird. So,
What's weird?
like I said, idolizing these celebrities and putting them on this pedestal and being like, oh my God, and like fainting when they see them and shit. I don't do none of that. It's just weird. It is, you know. You got to separate the music or the art from, you know, with Johnny Depp.
You know damn well if you seen Drake, your ass would be dick riding like a motherfucker.
Hell no.
You're lying.
Nah, I wouldn't be wild. I would, yo, what's up? Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. But I wouldn't be fanned out and shit. Hell no.
He's lying.
No. I love Drake. Drake is my favorite artist of all time. But would I?
And if you see your favorite artist, you're just gonna go, "Hey, brother, nice to meet you."
No. I wouldn't. Let me clarify. If I saw Drake in person, I'd probably be like, "Yo, shit, yo, blah blah blah." But I wouldn't be running down the street. I don't got posters of. There's people that got posters of Playboy Cardi or Kanye. They got. Oh, Travis Scott came out with the new Travis Scott cereal box. I got to go get that because Travis Scott's on it. Or the new Travis Scott Jordans or the fucking whatever. Like, no, bro. Like, that's a different. Or to your Drake point.
Hold on.
You know, the new OVO Jordans.
Hold on.
Oh, the blah, 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 whatever. Like, nah.
Demus.
What?
I have 7 boxes of the Travis Scott Reese's Puffs.
And one day they might be worth a fortune. Maybe. But anyways, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just, you know, Kanye, he's wilding out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Everything, like, I stopped paying attention to Kanye. So everything that he's tweeting and everything, whenever they talk about, oh, Kanye's tweeting, I'm like, oh, who cares? See, that's the thing. People pay him.
Separate.
People pay attention to him. That's why he keeps doing this. If everybody just stopped and just left him alone, he'd probably stop. But no, if he comes out with an album, people are gonna run to it, run it up. Oh shit, this is amazing. Like I said, I can't name 3 songs off Donda 1 or Donda 2 because I just been so tuned out from Kanye. It's just like, bro, like I can't even like. It's just not even like I don't even want to listen to your stuff because you're wilding out so much.
You are wild. That's definitely wilding out.
Yeah, because like he's in real time wilding out, right? Like with the R. Kelly stuff. I'm not saying that it's like I'm not saying anything was cool that he did, whatever. But all that came out like after the fact.
What came out after the fact?
Well, we were too young.
He was pissing on girls.
Okay,
and they had the fucking video of it.
Oh yeah,
and he sat there and said his name.
Yeah. Well, I'll take that back. I don't know where I was going with that. But just speaking on Kanye,
out there.
Kanye. I mean, yeah. I mean, we don't got to keep beating a dead horse, but
it is what it is. I feel like that on the side of you can't necessarily separate the artists from the music. Depending on especially these certain crimes that are happening, i.e. sex trafficking, drugging, raping, any of that stuff, doing anything that involves children. Like, these are things that are just, like, on, like, my forever, like, if I at least my morals, like, my character, all of that stuff,
but you listen to the new Kanye, right?
No.
You don't listen to new Kanye?
No.
Are you sure?
Have I listened to newer Kanye? Yes, but since I've seen all this egregious
stuff. No, I'm
stuff,
saying like the last album he came out with, did you listen to it?
The one he did with Tyler Sign?
Yeah. Through and through? Like you can name songs up there and shit?
No. I think the only person I can do that to is like Drake.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna say I haven't listened to it. I think I've listened to it, but I can't tell you like the songs or anything like that.
Yeah. Kendrick's. I mean, not Kendrick. What's his name? Kanye's wilding out.
Kanye's definitely wilding.
We're both yawning now. We're both tired.
We're getting tired, man. Got work in the morning, and so this becomes work, even though this is work. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys for tuning in again for yet again another episode of Shootin The Shxt podcast. Again, I'm your host TJ. I got my co-host Demus over here to the side. Again, this is episode 10. As you've been seeing, we've been posting clips on Instagram, TikTok. You know, keep liking them, keep following. You know, again, continue to keep sharing to your mom, your dog, your homeboy, your friend, your cat, your coworker, your manager. You know, I don't care who you share it to. Share it to a bottle of water, but you need to share it with somebody. And make sure you're sharing it with good friends. You know, this is real talks, real lives, these real conversations. And we appreciate you guys turning in for them. All right, we're going to fuck with you guys on the second side. We love y'all. One. Ha. Bow.